The story which we are about to tell you happens in a holiday cottage in the summertime. The story in question is more like an animal news report than an animal fable. Although, that is debatable. Once upon a time, a cat had a weak liver due to overeating. Let's not beat around the bush. Marcel is a greedy cat and a thief, whose owner, this time, caught red-handed.
Marcel, ça va pas, non?
2 days beforehand, in this very same place, Cheeky, the former tenant's mouse, escaped from his cage, which wasn't shut properly. Now, left to his own devices, he will have to deal with the trials and tribulations of a life of freedom. Between this predator and prey, who should really never have met, a chase full of danger, tricks and twists is about to start. The game of cat and mouse is an old story. But what appears on the screen as a game is not funny in real life. It's a cruel game that can result in death for the mouse. Left to his own devices, but more alive than ever, Cheeky makes a feast out of a crumb, without anybody noticing. The new occupants of the place, city slickers, hate mice, except in cartoons. On the other hand, they love cats. Rita is a Burmese cat, a rather sophisticated one. With a strict eye, she watches over one of her kittens. When he's not stealing salmon, Marcel is the favourite, a stray cat rescued by the family. At 6 years of age, this city cat is in the prime of life, and his fur is as soft as a caress. But watch out, under the guise of a friendly tomcat, Marcel is a killer. During the course of this story, we are going to witness the strategies put in place by the predator and his prey. In plain language, will Cheeky escape the murderous instincts of Marcel the feline? In general, the predation drama takes place at night, when man is sleeping peacefully in his bed. Then, at twilight, the animals take over. Let's join Cheeky taking refuge between two walls. Loyal to his opportunistic mouse tendencies, he takes advantage of his new environment. Cheeky has found room and board and a piece of biscuit. An adult mouse can snack 20 times a day, with an appetite that is pleasing to see. As curious as he is hungry, Cheeky explores the big world of the kitchen and comes face to face with the pantry. Proof that man, who often complains about the presence of mice in his home, is also the one that feeds them. Mice are omnivorous. They eat very discreetly. Well, almost. Marcel is nocturnal, with overdeveloped hearing. His ears, able to move 180 degrees, help him find the slightest hissing or ultrasound emitted by his prey. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, and Cheeky has his nose in the flour. Usually, Marcel chases grey mice. This type of mouse is a first. For his part, Cheeky, who has been living in a cage, has never seen a cat up close. He weighs 30 grams to Marcel's 4 kilos. Except that in the animal kingdom, the strongest one isn't always the winner. A cat like Marcel doesn't kill the first mouse that passes by just to eat him. He can also kill as part of a game. Or he can just have fun with it. Even if this time, the game didn't last long. Cheeky has saved his skin, but what will happen next time? In the morning, it needs more than the crowing of the cock to awaken Marcel.
Marcel.
Marcel can't resist the call of his kibble. He has a voracious appetite and eats a dozen small meals per day. Nevertheless, instinctively, a well-fed cat still hunts. Marcel is an eclectic predator. As well as mice, he likes fish, including raw fish. In his field of vision are Moby Dick and Bubble, a couple who literally go round and round in circles. The cat can spend hours lying in wait. The sideboard in the lounge is a stressful environment. Attracted by the movement of the water more than by the goldfish, Marcel quenches his thirst because he's not really hungry. Having renounced fresh flesh, Marcel scratches the mat with his claws. He's acting fishy. At the end of this tragicomic adventure, Moby Dick and Bubble continue to swim in circles. They return to their normal existence. Between these partition walls, Cheeky the Mouse moves between two universes. He has already visited the kitchen. Now he has arrived at the back of the barn. This mouse, reared and bought in a pet shop, meets grey mice, called mus musculus, for the first time. These mice sneak into our homes all year round. A dozen of them live here as a family, but outside of their clan, any newcomer is an intruder who can be killed. Cheeky is a stranger, and the dominant males are about to give him a hard time. The quibbling stops, and this little mischief of mice ends up in the nest that the mus musculus have built with twigs, paper, cardboard, pieces of tissue, fiberglass, and cotton. Barely tolerated, Cheeky chases a female. But just at the moment where he is about to get lucky, as we say, a competitor intervenes. When it comes to flirting, it's important to respect the rules of the mus musculus. Cheeky will have learned at his expense. In the meantime, he's champing at the bit. In the garden, it's picnic time. The lady of the house is feeding the kittens with a baby bottle because, due to lack of milk after the birth, Rita the cat couldn't fill her role as a nurturing mother. After 2 months, not yet weaned, the kittens attack the treat greedily. The lady of the house helps raise her 2 adorable little felines, 2 future predators. With their blue eyes. At the other end of the garden, let's join Marcel, whose behaviour is intriguing. He scrutinises the ballet of the blue tits. The more they eat, the hungrier he is. A cat like Marcel spends on average 3 hours a day on the act of predation. A stray cat can spend double that time. With the exception of rodents and some lizards, birds represent 1/4 of the prey killed by Marcel. But the world is cruel. A glass door separates the cat from the blue tits. Disappointed, Marcel goes on to new adventures.